How do we come back? How do we move forward? How do we tell you where we've been? It feels very hard to come back after such a long hiatus and just pick it up. Because you can't really just pick it up, right? You want to go back and move people through your life along to now. But maybe that's not the way to do it. Maybe the way to do it is just to pick up the camera and say hello.
She says, I'll give him a kiss.
Yeah, right.
She went like this. She looked down. She went.
Archie, is that Pam Pam?
She's sniffing right now. She's going, come on, Poom. Come on.
I mean, she is the love of everybody's life. Okay. Where have we been? Where are we going? What are we doing? Have we abandoned our YouTube channel? All very good questions. All questions that we will be answering right now. First and foremost, we are in Kofa Wildlife Refuge. This is Palm Canyon Road. There's a Crystal Hills, and then there's one south of here. This is Palm Canyon Road. This has been a place that we have stayed for a good portion of our winter here in the Quartzsite region. This is about 20 minutes south of Quartzsite. It is very windy today. We've had 2 dust devils, large ones, accost the RV, throw our solar panels everywhere. So it's very windy, but I have this handy dandy little mic. I'm testing it out. So I'm hoping that you can hear me just fine. Look at this view. Look at this one. Amazing. That is where we are. Have we abandoned our channel? No. We got to Quartzsite and we're so excited to see our friends, see everyone, be in the most comfortable place for nomads. And we did just that. We hung out with stepmom Kath. We hung out with Amanda from Adventuring with Amanda, who is now one of our really good friends, and couldn't have imagined our travel nomad family without her. We hung out with Melissa, and we hung out with David, and we hung out with Eleanor, and we hung out with Ginger, and we hung out with Ralph, and we hung out with Mary and Kat and Deb and Edie and Cindy and Brock and Anthony and Charles and Tony and all the people this season. It was a good season, but it was also a very busy one. What's changed? I got a septum piercing. I am growing out my undercut, so I look a little weird. I got a promotion at my job. I went from head of compliance and policy and moved to head of operations, which meant more hours, a lot more hours. And then it all came crashing down at the end of January. That's a different story entirely. But also, Aaron got a job. So he was working full-time for a month, and then he was off for a month, and then he started working again. So he's currently has an almost full-time job, which he will tell you about. It's been a really busy, chaotic winter season. And I've really had to decide what is truly important to me, to us, what I want my life to look like in the future. Working has been great. You can't say enough about having insurance, having a regular paycheck, but sometimes we want more than that. I want more than that. So that's why it was never supposed to be a permanent break. It was a week break that turned into something much longer. And it's always harder to come back to something that you haven't done. But I believe that I have learned quite a bit in the last couple of months, and I need to pursue the things that feed me. So this is our life in Quartzsite at the moment. Panels out, camping with our friend Kat from Cat and Dogs on Wheels, and working. All right, so this time of the day, usually around the 5-ish o'clock hour, we get clothes on, we get our jackets on and text Kat and head out to take our evening walk with RJ. Our cat Pam is not invited. I know how it's been. We started in 2022, 23.
Oh, this channel?
23, no, 20, the company, 2023, January 9th, 2023 to 2024 to 2025. So 2 years and some months.
Yeah, because when I first met you,
Yeah, I
you
did
were
it.
working that job.
I got my first remote job May of 2021. We had been on the road 5 months, 4-ish months. And then I left that job and started this new job December 2021. And then I left that job less than a year later. I think it was August or September, October of 2022. And then I started this job at the end of that year, and we launched the company January 9th, 2023. So yeah.
You've been with them from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think so. That a lot of what we're dealing with is tied into why I had to sort of like emergency go to McDonald's and go to Chevron.
Yeah.
And also because, and also we have talked about, you know, potentially in the future just doing, you know, jobs during the summer and things.
Yeah. Kind of restructuring
Yeah.
our lives as nomads.
Yeah.
Just because it's so hard to work in the winter. I just want to hang out with everybody.
Right.
My whole life I was off the clock. Even when I wasn't working a job, I was on the clock as far as medications and exercise. My parents and Smokey got diabetes, and I was on the clock for insulin, and just always been on the clock. Before that, I was on the clock because I was always working or doing something with my horse. You know, I was always ruled by the clock. Had to keep track of the time. And then I came out to Ehrenberg, and it was like, nothing matters. I don't have a clock. I can wake up when I want. I can go to sleep when I want. I can do whatever I want. I can be lazy. I can be energy. I can just do what I want to do when I want to do it. It was the ultimate freedom. That ultimate. Oh my God, I love this life.
Yes.
You know, and I hadn't even hardly started, but it was like.
Yes.
And ever since then, I haven't wavered. Never had any regrets. I've always thought, this is totally it. I never expected for my senior years to have so much wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? To be living a lifestyle that I love in a home that I love and I can totally afford. I can live within my means and
Yeah.
be independent.
What do you see?
Look at this view.
I know, this is great.
This is a truly delicious spot.
Right?
I mean, check it out.
So much good land.
And then, and all the way over. You know what I mean? The gravel, big gravel pieces.
Yeah.
And there's gravel in between.
Just, well, look, he's right there. So I think there's a road.
Oh, right, that's right.
There is a road that, right when you turn on this road, there's a road that goes off this way. Yeah.
I did Gem World, McDonald's, and now now we're gonna go up to Colorado to do a camp hosting gig. So I already got a summer job lined up, and in the middle of applying for the Michigan beet harvest, which is later October into November, I believe. You know, I can work at McDonald's or Gem World again, or you know, maybe someday just take the winter off.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, can you hear me? And 2, did you miss us?